I could make him understand. I just don't see things the way he does. I just don't see how a world that makes such wonderful things could be bad. Welcome to my Little Mermaid makeup tutorial, inspired by my favorite mermaid and sometimes alter ego, Disney's Ariel. Even though most of what I focus on making here on YouTube are music videos, I can't think of another video that has been more requested on my channel than a Little Mermaid tutorial. So, I wanted to make this for you guys as a thank you for all your support and for watching my videos all these years. You guys are the best! I personally don't think that there is any right or wrong way to do things when it comes to makeup, so for those of you who might be new at trying out character makeup or who might feel a little overwhelmed at all of this, I'd like to encourage you to just experiment, have fun with it, and don't be afraid to try new things. You can always wash your face and start again. Okay, let's get started. So I've already prepped my face with primer, and I've done my foundation and concealer. Now I'm setting it all with powder. I'm using NYX's Mineral Matte Finishing Powder and a big fluffy brush. Now I'm applying a peachy pink blush at the apples of my cheeks and brushing up towards my cheekbones. This color is a blend of MAC's Powder Blush in Dainty and Chanel's Powder Blush in number 55 in Love. Next up, it's time to do your brows. I start off by shaping and filling them in with a red lip liner. Lip liner because it's almost impossible to find a brow pencil or eyeliner in this bright of a red. This one is called Sienna and I get it at Sally Beauty Supply. I like it because it has a little bit of auburn in it, which gives the color some depth. I blend this out with the brow wand on my brush. Now I'm going to go over the liner with Auburn Brow Powder from Anastasia Beverly Hills. First I use a little of the auburn powder to define the line, and then I fill in with a brighter cherry red eyeshadow. This one is from Lime Crime's China Doll palette to match my hair. So set with clear brow gel if you wish, and then clean up the top edge with a brush of concealer if necessary. Just make sure to blend that out so you don't have a bright line above your eyebrows. I'm not that big on contouring, but I do define my jawline a little bit by blending some subtle contouring powder on and below my jawline. Now moving on to Ariel's most expressive features, her eyes. I put in some of my favorite aqua circle lenses from Pinky Paradise to make my eyes look extra big and animated. Now prime your lids. I'm using Lime Crime's Eyeshadow Helper. Gently line your waterline with white eyeliner to give yourself a wide-eyed, innocent look. I'm using NYX's Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, but any white eyeliner will do. Time for your eyeshadow. So brush some white eyeshadow under your brows along your brow bone in the corners of your eyes and blending out underneath and on the innermost part of your lid. Now take a skin tone shadow and blend across your lid and into the parts where you added white. All of this acts as a good base for the colors you'll be adding in a minute. Both these shadows are from Hot Topic, by the way. Now choose a dark brown shade and brush onto the outer edge of your eye, blending into your crease in a slight V shape. I like to create a little bit of a cat eye shape, and I'm using MAC's Ground Brown here from my Maleficent palette. But any warm-toned brown eyeshadow should get the job done. Using a lighter shade of brown and a fluffy blending brush, blend any harsh lines away. I'm using a light brown from my Coastal Scents 78 matte palette. Now add a touch of brown shadow under your eyes at the outer edge. Finally, choose a peachy or salmon colored shadow and blend just a touch in the middle of your lid where the lighter shadows meet the brown, and blend up into the crease. I feel like using a touch of this shade brings out even more blue in light eyes. But don't go overboard with it. We don't want orange eyelids for our mermaid princess. The goal is soft, natural shades that don't compete with that stoplight hair. Next up, line your eyes. This is where I deviate a little bit from the natural look and go for a slick liquid black liner. I'm inspired by pinup makeup for my version of Ariel, so I do a thicker line on my upper lid and I wing it out. I'm using MAC's Liquid Last Liner. I like this one because it doesn't budge. It does take an extra minute to dry though, so be patient and give it a minute before you move on to the next step. Brush a thin line of liquid liner underneath too. I don't even usually re-dip my brush, I just use the excess so that it doesn't get too thick. I usually just do a touch at the outer corner. This keeps your eyes looking big and glam, and it makes your lashes appear a little thicker once the mascara goes on. Now curl those lashes and add mascara of your choice to your top and bottom lashes. I usually use Maybelline mascara. This one is the Pumped Up Colossal Volume Express. But let's be real. No mascara is going to give us lashes worthy of those giant cartoon Disney princess eyes. So now it's time to add your falsies. One of my favorite lash brands right now is House of Lashes. So lightly set the lash on top of your lashes before gluing to see if they need a trim. Mine definitely do. So trim to fit and then glue as close to your lash line as you can. My current fave lash glue is by Esquito. This stuff gives me life. So paint it on, wait 20 seconds, and you're ready to go. It's awesome. By the way, what you're seeing here is my own weird beauty hack that I use for gluing my lashes down. I use a hair clip to help blend my own lashes with the falsies once they've been glued on. Just be really careful and use the tip to push your own lashes into the falsies so they blend seamlessly. Moving on to Ariel's bright red lips. Grab a red lip liner, I'm using my Sienna liner again here, and line your lips. I line outside my natural lip line a bit and smooth out my Cupid's bow since Ariel doesn't have a very defined one. Next, I fill in my lips with the same liner. This helps your lipstick stay on longer. So blend it with your finger and go back over it with a brighter red liner. This is Cherry by MAC. And bear with me here, I use quite a few different products to get the perfect shade of red. It might seem a little excessive, so feel free to modify it and just use your favorite red lipstick and liner, but this is my own personal tried and true method. You can see that I love my lipstick so much that it's almost gone. This is my go-to Ariel color, Russian Red by MAC. There are lots of great red shades out there, so go with the one that looks great with your skin tone and hair or wig. This one is just my personal favorite. I use a lip brush to apply it because I have a lot more control that way and can get a nice sharp line. So go over your liner and make sure you have a really good coverage. Next, take an orangey red. This is So Show, also by MAC, and apply just in the center of your lips and rub together. This gives you a really subtle ombre lip that brings out cherry and orange red tones. So now I have lips as red as my hair. Sometimes, after the look is complete, I'll brush a little shimmer on my cheeks to give a little extra mermaidy glow. Now that you've completed your mermaid makeup transformation, you might be wondering where to find the other costume elements to get the look head to toe. I get a lot of questions about my Ariel hair, and sure, I use a dingle hopper on it every day to keep it shiny and frizz-free, but the secret's out. It is removable. I do wear a wig for my Ariel look. I also almost always wear my lucky sea star when I dress up like Ariel. My costumes in this video were made by Firefly Path and Creature of Habit. I'm so blessed to get to work with so many amazing designers for my costumes. Costume design is such a big passion of mine, so most of my costumes are custom designed and one of a kind, but feel free to hit up any of the costumers in my links below for costume inquiries if you're looking for a mermaid or princess costume. Ariel is probably my favorite character of all time, and one of the reasons I'm such a huge Disney fan. She's also the reason I was inspired from such a young age to pursue music and voice acting as a career. I feel like I owe a lot to The Little Mermaid, which is why the first music video I ever made was my cover of Part of Your World. And now, she's the first character makeup tutorial on my channel too. It's really fun to embody these characters, so I hope this inspires you to pursue your dreams and be open to what God has in store for your life. It just might be even more magical than you ever dreamed. Thank you so much for letting me be part of your world. I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to my Mer crew, my patrons on Patreon, for making this video possible. If you want to check out my Patreon page, feel free to click the link above to check it out. And if you like mermaids and Disney and music, feel free to subscribe to my channel to see more of stuff like this. I'll see you on the next one. Bye! Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here, you think, sure she's got